array elements, you are specifying something like either you will be specifying, generally we are writing like array of I. Okay, and just now what we have seen is we are passing simply address of array. Okay, so this is again same, we are not specifying anything, but when we are saying array of address of array, it is working perfectly. Okay, so basically what it is doing is when you write something like address of array, at that time if you are accessing a variable, suppose, so what we will be writing, pointer r, we are writing pointer r is nothing but address of array. So here we are writing something like pointer array. Why? Because when you are saying array of I, it is specifying already the base address, so there is no need of specifying again one variable. Okay, so here what it is if when you write pointer of array, it is nothing but pointer of array plus 0th element. Okay, so when you increment it, at that time again it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That means basically when you increment it, or when you can say that this is nothing but pointer of I, array of I. Okay, so this pointer array of I and this are same. Okay, or if you say even I of array, then also it is same. Okay, all these notations are one and the same. You can access any array in any way. Fine. So these are simply notations which can be written in any way. If you want, we will write one simple program to say that fastly we will write and we will see this. Okay, just to show the notations. Why? Because basically in interviews they ask you notations only and we'll get confused with notations, that whether we can write it in this way or not. So this is my array and I am taking one variable also. Now here we are trying to access all the variables using same notations. Okay, so we will use this for loop again. Now we are having 4 and 7 elements, so we are writing 7. Now these are simply notations. Oh, printing it. Okay, so printf. First we will try to write the address. As we are writing it, backslash, and the address of variable has to be address of, as we are using individual address for each array element, so that's why we will pass array of I, and then simply we will write some printf statements again, whatever just now we have written, just to show that whether that works perfectly or not. We will try to. Now this is the value of that array element, so we will write value. So value is nothing but percentile D here, and then here we are not supposed to write this, but we will write here array of I, which will specify the particular array element, and thereafter here we will write again we will write value only. So the value using one more notation, and that notation is here we will write using in place of array directly we are writing pointer. Okay, pointer of array of I. Okay, or we can say here yes, and one more notation we have is percentile D, and then the value. As I said, we can return I of error element. These all should work perfectly. I think it will throw one error. We'll see. As I said, this is invalid type of argument on line 22. Unary operator int print percentile D pointer array of I is the error. Okay. So here we need to write it like pointer of array plus I. I hope this should work. Okay, this is working perfectly. And then enter dot. See. So this is giving us perfect values. And if you see here, the as address, this is 990. The next variable is at 94, 98, 9C, A0, A4, and A8. Okay, and we are able to fetch all these things by using different notations. So basically we can use all these use for different notations, and notations will be an important thing in your interview questions. Okay, so we have one more thing called in memory. When we are using this arrays, we have dynamic memory allocation. We have some more programs for strings such that we can go for structure. I'll just finish the string concepts for pointers, and then we will go with structures. The structures are very important. Why? Because whenever you are writing program, you will be definitely using pointers and structures for device drivers. For basic programming in microcontrollers, you may not use it, but yes, whenever you are using data structures, definitely you will go with pointers and structures. Okay, so now when you are writing, we will simply see some string programs, and we will end this today, and tomorrow we will try to do with the structures. Okay, so we know already that strings are nothing but group of characters. Okay, now how to access it using this pointer variables. Okay, so we will write some 3 or 4 programs for this. We will see. Is also again a group of characters only, right? You specify it using your normal pointer. Now group of characters is nothing but again arrays only. So basically string is nothing but group of array or group of characters, or you can say array also. Now the same way just now what we did, we can use that particular thing to display one character. If you are giving one string of characters and if you want to display the same thing using just now whatever we have done in place characters, you will be able to access that particular character. Simply replace that particular thing D by C and you will be able to see that. Now we will see one more thing to print pointer notations, and the notation is like whatever previous notation we have used for integers, the same notation we can use for characters also, or you can say string also. Characters in the sense we are giving specifically different one variable. If you say string, you will be writing it everything in double quotes in arrays also. That we will see now. Now if you say this in already this thing we have done in your C programming while doing LCD, but we will do it once again. Now we are using some string. So here my string is something like name, and here we are specifying it. This is an array and we are specifying it like embedded, and we are using one pointer to access this character, pointer P. Now here what we are trying to do is we are going to assign this pointer variable to your array. Okay, so your pointer is P is equal to name. Now when you write this, the base address of this particular array will be assigned to this P. That means P is equal to address of name of 0. This is same notation as this. Okay, the base address, that means the address of E will be assigned to P. Now while my pointer P is not equal to the last character of your string is \0, or you can say the last character of your array is \0. So we are comparing it with \0. So here we will write that in single quotes, \0. We will specify it. While this is not equal to \0, what we are trying to do is print it. This we did same thing in your LCD also. Printf. What we are trying to print is a character, so %C, comma, pointer P, whatever your pointer is pointing to. But now after executing this, what will happen is your pointer will have to increment. So we are writing pointer P plus. That's it. So in this way you can access your string in using pointers. So you can see this. Okay. So this is the way of using this with string. Now we'll write some more 2 or 3 functions related to this, and we will end it here. So we have some string functions, right? We have already seen some string functions like string copy, string compare, string concatenation, string uppercase, string lowercase. All that things also can be used, can be done using your string length function. All these things can also be done using writing programs, and that can be done using pointers also. If you want, I can simply give you some programs related to it and you can execute it. Okay. Rather than wasting time, I'll just give that particular program to you. I'll just send you the whole thing. Okay. Now, we'll write one more constant. Okay, we will not say constant right now, but yes, we will try to fetch one more thing like, and we assign pointers. Now, there is one thing we can use, assign a string to another string. We cannot assign a string to another string, but we can assign a pointer to another pointer. Okay. Now, if I have array of 5 array is equal to array, I cannot. But yes, you can do it using string. How we can do that in I'll when you are assigning something like string to, or you can say that I am having 2 arrays. Okay, I am saying array of some name. We have array underscore name. We cannot directly write that like array of some name 2. We cannot write it. Okay, so what we do is we will use pointers for that. How to do that using pointers we will see. This is one of the use of pointers in arrays. Why? Because here when you are assigning arrays to another array, it may not assign all the characters. So that's why there is that flaw in it. So here we will use pointers for that. Now here what I'll do is I'll take 2 strings now. As array 1, and I'll write here embedded. Now, and one more array I'll take 2, and here I'm saying that I want something like 10 characters in it, but I'm not going to assign it anything. Okay, and then here we are writing one more pointer now. We will use some pointer now. Pointer P1. I'll show you the both things now. Whatever I said just now. Now here I am writing C programming. Okay, and one more pointer I'll take. Now here I'm not assigning anything. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll try to have this array 2, and I'll try to assign array 2 I'm taking, and I will try to assign array 1 to it. Okay, and then I'll take the other one also, and I'll take P2 is equal to P1. Now this is your pointer string, and this is your normal array. I am assigning both, and we will see whether it gives us any error or not. We will try to print all 4. So I'll print it. syntax %s, comma array 1. Similar way we will try to print all %s array 2, and here I'll print pointer even, and I'll print pointer p2. It will throw us errors definitely, but we will see what errors they are throwing, such that we will be able to find out more about it. This is pointer p2. So here we have got errors, and that error is you cannot assign this array 2 to array 1. Okay, and okay, these errors are fine, but we will see why we cannot assign. We will try to have this also. In this way we will try to assign, and we will see still we will get error only, but whether it is throwing an error or not, we will see. Yes, you cannot do this. That means you cannot assign one array to another. So this one will not work. Now next thing what we can do is, now we will try to print again. Now also we are getting error, and here the error is expression before token. Okay, I think some hitting errors, %s, comma array of 1. We try to give a pointer variable here, and we'll see whether this is working or not. Same error. That means directly we are not able to print it. Why? Because it is asking some index value. So we will remove this also, as we are not providing any index here. That's why it is not displaying anything. And now here we will see whether this is also printing or not. This is just a warning, but still we will see. This is warning, right? Now this is again a segmentation fault. Now why we got this segmentation fault? Why we got this segmentation fault is because we are using, if you see this, if you observe this, here it is saying you that format %s expects an argument type of char pointer, but you have int pointer. Okay, this pointer 2 is an integer pointer, and this is an character pointer, but I think we have declared it as char pointer only and not as int pointer. This is a char pointer, but still it is asking us that, okay, we will just change it to C and we'll see, but it should display only first character then. Let's see. So see, this is only first character. Why? Because we are not incrementing our variable, and that's why it is showing us only one character. If we increment our pointer variable, then we will able to display the whole thing. But the thing here is you have assigned P2 to P1. That's why it is displaying both the characters as C. If you increment this particular pointer P2 plus plus or P1 plus plus, then it will be able to display this whole C programming. Okay.